Welcome to the GCN Tech Show.
Coming up this week, we've got metal tyres, smartwatch navigation from Komoot, new Pinarello F colours, yoghurt for your tubeless tyres, your upgrades, the bike vault.
Plus, our main talking point, which is going to be about crowdfunding cycling flops. Where are they now? First up, we've got some prize winners to announce from our Pro competition giveaway before Christmas.
Yep, so the first winner was Jimmy Janssens and the second winner was Ken Chong. So,
What do they get?
Well, they've got a €500 Pro voucher each. How
Wow.
cool is that? But don't phone us, we'll phone you, or maybe just check your emails now and again. Pretty cool, eh?
That is a cool prize. What we've got next is the results of the poll as well from last week, which was about indoor training.
I did watch the show, actually. You did a
Well,
great job.
we asked viewers what they prefer, what they'd rather have, a static bike or a separate bike and turbo trainer.
Clear winner here.
82% voted bike and turbo trainer.
Yeah, a little bit
Overwhelming.
surprised that it was that significant a difference. But, viewers have voted, so there we go.
Yeah, I mean, if I could only have one bike and turbo trainer, if I could have two and like unlimited budget, a separate big dedicated bike would be cool.
Okay.
But I'd also live in a massive mansion, so I'd have loads of space. On to our main talking point, and this week we're discussing cycling crowdfunding projects and where are they now?
Yeah, which ones have been a success and which ones have been a failure? Now, we've picked out a few of the more notable ones to discuss.
Yeah, beginning with a mention of the infamous SpeedX bike. Now, if you've not heard of this, we did talk about it in a Tech Flops episode a couple of years ago, but it was a Chinese startup that launched the self-proclaimed world's first fully integrated and aero smart bike.
They launched a huge crowdfunding campaign and made some pretty bold claims. Their first bike, the Leopard, promised aerodynamics, integration, deep wheels, an inbuilt smart computer, and great value. A lot of very bold claims there, which maybe seemed a little bit too good to be true.
The product, when it did materialise, was panned by reviewers for its poor quality. Customers who received it were also disappointed, and they were the lucky ones, as many customers didn't receive a bike at all. Now, it would appear that, well, history might be repeating itself.
Which leads us on to our next crowdfunding flop, the Superstrata 3D printed bike. This is another bike with some pretty impressive claims, and they say it's the world's first 3D printed custom unibody carbon fibre composite bike and e-bike.
I think the Trades Description Act would have quite a bit to say about that, but it promised so much, and it was one of the most successful Indiegogo campaigns of all time, raising over £5 million in 2020.
However, the finished product that backers received wasn't exactly in line with what they were expecting, was it?
No. So take a look at this photo. This was posted as an update on the Indiegogo page on the 1st of January 2020, and it was a post saying that, well, hey, we're now shipping finally, after delays, our bikes. Look at this bike, right? Look at the brake cable.
Yeah, there's a
coming
few
from the shifter, not fully integrated, directly to the caliper, straight down.
And also there's mismatched wheels, I've noticed.
Yeah. You don't get, it's different too,
So it looks like it's screaming out premium and a custom made or state-of-the-art bit of kit, is it?
No.
No. Judging by the thousands of comments on their crowdfunding page and also on social media, it would appear that if you received a bike, you were one of the lucky few.
Yeah, as many are still yet to receive their bikes at all.
Bit of a disappointment, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
Right, next up, I've got a great one here for you, Ollie. Do you want carbon fibre everything on your bike?
Obviously, I'm a road cyclist.
Well, back in 2013, a company called Kettle Cycles started crowdfunding the world's first carbon fibre disc brake rotor.
Yeah, well, I've seen these. They were silicon carbide, carbon ceramic disc brake rotors, which is why it sounds incredible. They're basically a $5,000 option on most performance cars. You can get them on your bike for much less money. But unfortunately, they just didn't take off. I don't think the demand was there because normal alloy rotors are sufficiently powerful on a road bike, aren't they?
It just doesn't really work for a bike. You've got to generate loads of heat to make them work effectively. So yeah, maybe a bit of a flawed system.
Cool though.
Very cool. There have been quite a few power meter crowdfunding campaigns over the years, but let's take a look at the most crowd-funded cycling power meter ever, the IQ2.
Yeah, their words, not ours.
Yeah.
It was clearly an attractive proposition. A power meter that can, well, in effect, fit onto any bike for just £215 in 2018.
Unfortunately, it would appear none of the backers received any of the products.
Yes, and there's a lot of very angry comments on their Kickstarter and Indiegogo pages. Comments from people suggesting that accusing the founders of IQ2 of abandoning the project altogether, and other people who are threatening legal action. There is an inherent risk in backing any startup, but some do come off, and a great example is the Switch bike.
A Switch bike is a conversion kit which was crowdfunded back in 2018, and it allows you to take a non-e-bike and convert it into one.
Yeah, it's a simple system. You have a battery pack which fits over your handlebars, a cadence sensor built onto your crank, and then a motor built into a wheel which is designed to fit your bike. And they reckon it's been a massive success. They say that they've sold over 30,000 Switch kits in 74 countries.
Their production is also said to be at 2,500 units a month, and they're still selling out apparently.
Can't build them quick enough.
Can't build them quick enough. Well, those are some of our favourites that we've picked out, and there are so many to choose from, which we couldn't show them all. So why not let us know in the comments section down below which ones are sort of your favourites and stand out to you.
Yeah, we might put them in a future episode, which would be interesting to talk about. And I think we should have a poll as well on crowdfunding campaigns. Have you ever supported one? Yes or no? Or would you consider supporting one if you've not supported one?
God, I'm intrigued to know the results of this.
Yeah.
Oh, I'll have to wait till next week.
I've never supported one, have you?
No, I haven't, but head over to GCN app and vote on our poll, and I'm intrigued to see the results. It's now time for Hot Tech, and we'll kick things off this week with an update on some puncture-proof airless tyres from the Smart Tyre Company, something that we spoke about previously.
What, the metal tyres?
Yes, that is those.
Tell me more.
Right, so they're in their development stage still, but they've changed some of the manufacturing process to be able to reduce the weight by about 50%. And they're doing this by using less of that crazy expensive material that has been developed by NASA. And therefore, it's going to also help reduce the cost of these tyres. Because,
so what is the cost?
Well, I don't know the exact cost of this new version, but the previous one was said to be around £2,000 for a pair of tyres, which is not exactly cheap, is it?
No, what's the rolling resistance? What's the CRR on these bad boys?
Unfortunately, I don't have that information because these are, well, it is still a product at its development stage, but nonetheless, I think it is cool to see it making a step of progress and maybe a step closer to full production. I mean, puncture-proof tyres, come on. Hey Ollie, do you want access to premium cycling documentaries, live and on-demand racing, all ad-free?
Hell yeah.
Well, now's the time to sort out your GCN Plus subscription service, because the annual pass is $39.99, or you can just pay $6.99 if you want to do it monthly, although the annual pass is significantly cheaper.
Well, or you could just join the GCN Club and then get 50% off your annual subscription and get either socks or coffee delivered to your door every month, plus a whole host of other benefits from being in, well, one of the world's largest cycling communities.
Well, you should probably just go check out the website.
New hot shoe tech now. Always love some new shoes. And these are from a new Italian shoe company called UDog. Right? And what's interesting here is this is a direct-to-market shoe company. Okay. Now, we've seen that obviously with bikes, but we've not seen it with a shoe brand in the cycling sector before. So it's interesting. And their first product they've launched is the Tensione.
I won't tell you how I tried to pronounce it first time round. Yeah.
But it features a tension wrap system, which is said to fully encapsulate your foot. It wraps the whole way round and not just sort of tightening at the top part where laces normally go on a shoe.
So talking about that tension wrap system, it's using a proprietary lace which is pressed flat so there's no air in the gaps between it. That way is overcoming the problem that you have with traditional laces, where there's that little bit of give in there, and over time your foot isn't held in exactly the same position. Yeah,
they sort of just loosen gradually throughout a long ride or something like that. Well, I've got some stats as well on the shoes. So pretty light, 245 grams for a size 42 claimed. They're available in 15 different sizes from 38 to 46, gender neutral as well. And it's available in either pure black,
Yeah.
or Arctic White.
Ooh.
But the price, and this is the most interesting thing for me, is set at 150 euros, 130 pounds, or 200 US dollars, which for a shoe with a carbon composite sole and all that sort of stuff and that sort of weight, that's very competitive, and you can see why someone would launch that direct to consumer model for shoes if you can keep the price really competitive.
There you go. Thanks for sharing that.
Let us know what you think about it in the comments.
At the start of the show, I promised you some yogurt for your tyres, and this is it. So the name caught my eye when I saw it online, and it is a tubeless sealant. Now, it made me laugh because it really gets me when I hear people referring to tubeless sealant as milk. Don't know why, just makes me feel weird. So it caught my eye because it's called tubeless yogurt.
I'm fine with that. I love yogurt. I'm all about the yogurt. I love Greek yogurt.
Yeah.
Love a bit of kefir too, actually.
Anyway, back to the tubeless yogurt. This is latex-free, meaning that it won't dry out over time. It contains millions of fibres and fillers to plug holes that are up to 6 mil in diameter, is what it claims, which is fairly reasonable, I think.
Cool.
Cool.
Finally, some quick-fire hot tech, and Komoot has launched smartwatch integration for its mapping features.
Yeah, this is a neat feature, which means you can not only use your smartwatch to record your activity, you can also follow the map and see where you're riding, particularly helpful if you ride in new areas.
Yeah, and Pinarello has launched some rather delectable new colours for the Pinarello F. Check these out: Crystal White, Glory Blue, Midnight Blue.
Oh, it's not plutonium flash though, is it? Is that colour your one?
Yeah. Well, actually, that's my second favourite. My favourite is Carapaz Bronze. That's the best colour they do. I like it.
A bit awkward, isn't it? It's actually gold, mate.
Oh, all right.
Yeah. More hot tech next week.
Now, time for Screw Riding Upgrades by Upgrades, where you submit evidence of the upgrades you've made to your bike's equipment or cycling lives for the chance to win the ultimate prize, a GCN water bottle. And you submit your upgrades in the GCN app. So, without further ado, what did we have last week?
So last week you had Pete Sidilic 8085's refurbished Peugeot 10-speed bike up against HB2257's S-Works Cipollini edition, and the winner is the Cipollini. Yeah, 66% of the votes.
Wow.
Get in contact on Facebook or any other social media platform and we'll get the water bottle sent out to you.
Very good. So first up this week, we have got Christian Vanaros, who says he lives with his girlfriend and space is a bit tight in his apartment. So the only solution was up. What do you make of this?
Ah, I see. It's like a pulley system
like
to get the
winch.
bikes up. Yeah. That's quite a clever solution.
And I'll tell you what, if you've got the ceiling height, not many places have that much ceiling height, but that is, that's a great idea, isn't it?
I like that. Although the one potential downside I'm seeing of this.
What?
Do not cut corners anywhere when making this because you do not want one of those bikes clattering on your head.
Slam the door.
Slam the door, bikes, boom.
Yeah. It's a cool solution though, isn't it?
Yeah, I like that. Anyway, what are they up against? So they are up against Helmi Weija with, first of all, they say they want to thank you for featuring their steel bike from scratch in the upgrade show last year. And with almost a year enjoying cycling, they've decided to do another upgrade on the bike. So they bought a used Polygon Stratos S2 aluminium frame with a carbon fork. And then also, they say the lucky owner gave them a carbon seat post and a saddle. Right little bonus. So built it up, same group set. And they say it feels good, and hopefully everyone enjoys cycling as much as they do. Happy New Year.
I really like that old Bianchi frame though.
Maybe get in contact and see what he did with the old frame.
I really like that old frame. You should definitely do something with that.
Yeah.
Because that old frame is really cool, and it's that classic sort of yellow and celeste colourway that Pantani used to ride. I think it looks fantastic.
Well, the upgraded bike is quite a lot more modern and stealthy.
Yes.
It's looking pretty good.
They're both very nice. I think they're great. Two good upgrades. But it's not down to us. You can vote in the app to decide who wins a water bottle, and we'll reveal the results next week. Now time for the Bike Vault, where you submit pictures of your bikes and we judge them to be nice or super nice. If they're super nice, Alex rings the bell. Now, the most super nice bike from last week submitted to the GCN app was Ben Murrell, who rides for UAE Team Emirates. But despite that, he's ditched his Colnago and is riding an S-Works Tarmac SL7. What do you make of that?
I like it.
Looks like it's custom painted.
Custom painted, and the background, I think, is what's maybe done it for most people. Very
It's a
fancy
cool
background.
photo. It's good photo. Although he's in Biggie Big.
He is in Biggie Big.
And he's got one water bottle, and it's a bit. I'm gonna go nice.
All right.
Anyway, who's up next?
Next up is Sander Cross _36 with their upgraded bike from 105 aluminium wheels to this, which is a giant Propel from 2020.
That's a very nice looking giant Propel with those Jura Ace.
Oh, I like
wheels
this.
on. They're tubulars as well, I believe.
Are they? Ooh.
Oh, they might,
I'll
no, I
tell
don't
you
think
what.
they are.
Tell you what, I'm going
gold chain though.
Straight gold chain.
Yeah.
Straight in, super nice for me. And another one. There you go.
Yeah.
Super nice, top job.
Next up, we've got Justino Bias. He's got this Scott. It looks like it could have been.
Is it like a mountain bike gravel conversion?
Yeah, it looks like a mountain bike gravel conversion. Yeah, that looks very nice though. Do you know what? The matching very clean water bottles. Love that really light saddle. That's super nice for me.
Super nice, yeah. Good job. Next one is O2B Sam.
Yeah.
with what is this? So Rivendell Cycle Works Joe Appaloosa.
Which he says he completed the dirty Kanza on that.
Wow, fair play.
Yeah.
Respect.
Well.
It's a very retro-y sort of.
Do you know what? I'm going super nice. I like this for the kickstand. I'm digging it.
Okay. Do you know what? It's 2022.
I think that's a super nice bike.
It's 2022. We can super nice
got on there as well. They're really cool.
Next in is X Ritz.
X Ritz, so 88, with his open UP.
Ooh. Oh, I like this. Yeah. Look at that chain ring.
Oh, that's super nice, isn't
Super nice. These are easy, these ones.
it? It looks like his chain's too long.
Oh, it does. Maybe shorten your chain by just one link, I believe.
Yeah, your chain's a little bit too long. It looks like catching on the upper pulley wheel. But yes, that is a super nice bike. I'm going for that.
We
It's
have to
very
pass
clean.
comment on it. It's just what we do.
S Beaver has got this Paul Milnes Tange Prestige.
Oh, cool fact for you. My first ever road bike was a Paul Milnes.
Was it? Was it that one?
No, it wasn't that one. It was yellow and blue.
What do you make of it?
Well, I really like this bike.
I do,
Pristine
but the
white
photos
Bartek.
do my head in. He's cropped off the rear tyre, he's cropped off the front levers. What are you hiding from us? Nice.
Okay, nice. I'm not going to disagree with you. Not this time. Not this early on in the year.
Yeah. Nice.
Well, that is unfortunately the end of the bike roll, which means it's the end of this week's GCN Tech show. Hope you've enjoyed having both of us back together for the year, and let us know in the comments section down below which crowdfunding campaigns are your favourite, or maybe even some of your worst.
It's good to have you back, man.
Oh,